What's good, fam? In this video, I'll be showing y'all how to do marker gradients. For that, we will need our silicone mat and a sketchbook, as well as our dual tip markers. Yep. So we get to a clean page to do our thing, and now we're gonna pick out two markers. For this part of the exercise, we're going to do one light marker and one dark marker to get the most dramatic result. For our light marker, I am choosing a nice yellow fellow here. And then for our dark marker, because I want it to look kind of pretty, I'm going to choose this orange that's, much darker than the yellow is. So the yellow is going to be our secondary color. We're going to use the brush nib, which is the fat, ice cream cone looking one. And for our primary color, we're going to use this orange. We're going to also use the brush nib side to create the gradient effect. So what we're going to do, we're going to touch the orange brush tip to the yellow brush tip and let the ink flow down onto the yellow brush tip. Here's a little closer view for you all. You can already see that some orange has already gotten on there, but you can literally see the color bleed onto the yellow brush tip. It is now saturated with this orange color, and I'm twisting it around to get it really fully saturated all the way around as much as possible, which means the orange is going to last a while. And then we're just going to take it to the paper and start coloring with nice long back and forth motions. And look at that. Look at that orange coming out of this clearly marked yellow brush marker. And as you can start to see, it's starting to lighten a little bit, especially on the bottom half of the brush stroke. But remember, I put a lot of orange in there, so it's going to take a while to get it all out. But here you can definitely see that it's substantially lighter than the top is. Ooh, really see that yellow peeking out. See, here's a closer look, and you can see how dark the orange is at first and how light it gets at the bottom. Now I'm gonna still keep trying to get this orange out of the yellow marker. And look at that, side by side, you can see how much lighter it is already. And now the yellow is really coming out to say what's good. Now, straight pass with it, and now it's pretty much starting at yellow. Now I'm pretty much just cleaning out the brush so that when I go for a yellow marker, it's actually yellow. And look at that, we're back to the pure yellow color. So we've pretty much cleaned it out. And here's a closer look. Look how it started so dark, that dark orange, and started to slowly get to yellow, and then a little bit of orange, more yellow, then a little bit of orange, more yellow, then pretty much all yellow. We just did a marker gradient, y'all. Now we are going to do another gradient using more similar colors. So for this, I am picking a nice pink and a purple marker. And for this one, we'll see a much slighter change in the gradient. So just like before, I'm going to go to a new fresh page to work off of. I'm going to open up both the markers, and the pink will be my secondary color since it's lighter. It's a little bit lighter. And the purple, my primary color. So again, just touching the tip of the purple marker to the pink marker that is facing straight up so that I can quickly absorb the purple that's coming straight down onto the brush nib. Cap that so it doesn't dry out. Now it's time to color. Ooh, yep, that's definitely looking purple for sure. But what I wish I had done was made a little swatch of the actual markers so I could have that side-by-side comparison. But here you can already see the pink starting to come through. So these are definitely two different colors. And see this side by side as I started a new swatch? There's definitely purple and pink, two distinct different colors. Cap that. Now for a closer look, You see how we started out with that purple on the longer one and faded to pink, and then it's pretty much straight pink for the second go round of coloring. Now for this one, I am going to, like the first time, pick a lighter and a darker color. But what I want to do actually is bleed the lighter color onto the darker color to see if I'll be able to see that transition on the paper, and if you'll be even able to see the ink on the tip of the darker blue marker like we were with the other ones. So far, I'm really not seeing a difference. Even if I had had a close-up for y'all, you really can't see the lighter marker bleeding onto the dark one. I think because they're both pretty similar blues. But we're gonna try to color with it anyway and see if we see a difference. And that's pretty light so far. Again, I wish I had done like a little swatch of both markers so I could have a side-by-side comparison, but already I actually see it getting darker as I color further down the page. And side by side, this one definitely is slightly darker than the starting marker color. So there's definitely a gradient there. Very subtle, but it's there. And a closer up look at it, we see it started with that lighter blue and slowly faded into a slightly darker blue, and the second swatch is pretty much all that darker blue. So it works. You can actually bleed a lighter color into a darker color marker. And there we go, y'all. We just did marker gradients. Bye!